Okay, so this will be my second ever YouTube video recording on an iPhone 17 Air. Yes, so it's very clear. You can see every pore and hair. But I just wanted to record this video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but my first video was like 18 to 20 minutes. I don't want it to be that long, but I just wanted to do like a quick update video, just on like where I'm at mentally and like where my life is right now. Because that first video, even though I posted it like 3 months ago, even though I posted this year, I recorded that video in 2022. While I was like summer 2022, I think, while I was in the midst of being in nursing school. I have been a nurse, working as a nurse for 2 years. Off work, well, let's slow down, let's rewind. So let's start back from April 2026. I got fired. Really, it wasn't firing. I resigned, but it was a forced resignation. So I call it a firing because it wasn't my choice. But my last position was at a SNF, and for those who don't know what a SNF is, because not everyone works in healthcare, it is an acronym for a type of facility in healthcare called a skilled nursing facility. I worked at a SNF in Canton. I'm not gonna say the name, but I worked there. It's on my LinkedIn. This post, I'm gonna post it to my LinkedIn too, so people can see it. But whoever watched this video, just know it's on. The information is there. None of my socials are private. Everything's public, so it's like not hard to find like where I live and like, you know, where I worked, which is kind of creepy, but that's the age of the internet and modern times right now. But anyway, so back to being fired. So I was basically fired from my last job as a nurse, and it wasn't the last job that I worked, but it was the last nursing job that I worked since April of 2026. And it was late April, like April 27th, I think I was fired. And so, yeah, it's been like, so May 27th, June 27th, now July 27th, which was just yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that. It's been 3 months I've been unemployed as a nurse. That's hard because, you know, I have to keep my skills up and keep my memory. Like, I'd be thinking, like, random drugs that I'd be seeing on TV, and, like, I'd be watching a lot of shows now because I have no job. I'm like, what is that drug? What is that drug class? What is that for? And I'm, like, losing my mind because, like, I'm not remembering or retaining any information that I learned back in 2021 to 2023 that I've been using from 2024 to 2026. So now that I'm basically an unemployed nurse, I just feel so inadequate. So I guess I'll just call this video identity crisis or something, because that's basically what I've been going through the past 3 months. It's about to be August and I still have no nursing job. I got a PRN position, and for people who don't know what PRN stands for, because healthcare terms again, PRN stands for as needed in healthcare. Like, I don't know if it's like per required or something, required nursing, or what the exact translation is, but as I learned in nursing school, it's called as needed. So it's not full-time, it's part-time. And I got a nursing position. It's my first nursing job since, I haven't gotten hired from any other nursing job or fired from another nursing job since April. But it's my first nursing job, and I haven't worked a single day as a nurse yet with that position. And I don't even know, I can't even tell you the name of the company I just got hired, because I haven't even done orientation for them. But it's just weird because I'm like, is God calling me to something else? Like, this is where the identity stuff comes in, because that timeline from late April 2026 to now, late July 2026, I still haven't worked, been making no money, having to dip into my 401k or my retirement, whatever you want to call it, to pay my bills. I got a puppy late April, like literally the day after, 2 days after I got fired. I got a puppy. Financed her. Come on now. I was like just doing stuff, and I don't know if I prefaced this in my first video, but I'm bipolar 1. So I don't know the difference between bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, but I know there is a difference. And for bipolar 1, usually you cycle through mania and depression. So when I was manic in late April, I was like doing stuff. Like, I was so happy to be fired because I didn't want to work there anymore. I was a unit manager. I've never been a manager or anything in my life. I was a unit manager at my last job as a nurse, and I was getting paid a good amount of money. Still, not $100 an hour, but a little close to 50. Like, I'm making like the most money I've ever made in my life an hour. And I'm like thinking like I'm gonna be this big boss babe, and I'm like working towards my goals. I'm hitting every goal that I said I'd hit at this age. I'm feeling so well and elated, and then boom, you get fired. It's like, have no savings, mind you. Knowing that I was supposed to have fit savings, I told myself I should have $5,000 in savings by the end of this year. So if I had saved, it's almost like half of the year, I would have saved like $1,000 something to $2,000 by that point. That would help me because I wouldn't have to dip into my 401k as much as I had. But I don't save. I have a spending problem, especially when I'm manic. So, but back to bipolar. So bipolar's 1 is when you cycle between mania and depression, and I was manic in late April. So I bought a puppy. She's cute. Her name's Icy. I love her down. But it was a big responsibility. I was a person who doesn't like responsibility, who's very immature and like not developed mentally enough to like, and not stable mentally enough to take care of myself, let alone a living being. I did not take that into account. I was just like, oh, everything sounded good. She can be a emotional support animal. Blah, 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 blah. All these dumb things. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be great for me. Was not great. I was good with her for about 2 weeks, and then after those 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of May, I was like not taking care of her. I'm gonna be honest, and not like an abuse type of way, just like and not really like full on neglect because I live with my sister, but I was like all the care for her my sister had to do now because I wasn't engaging with her. I didn't want to play with her. I didn't want to give her no attention. I just want to slump around and like lay about and like feel bad for myself. It's not that I was like want to feel bad. It's just I feel bad for myself. I'm like, I'm not working. I've never in my adult life not had a job for such a long time where I'm like, okay, I have 2 degrees now, one in bio, one in nursing, and I'm like not using them. Like, what is this? So I felt very, again with the identity, I feel very inadequate. And my identity is all wrapped up in my job, my career, not in who I am as a child of God or who I am as a daughter or a sister. My identity was so tied up into my career and still is that I'm like grinding, doing back-to-back interviews, trying to get a job, and nothing's working. And I don't know what it is, but I just can only chop it up to God, like trying to give me a sign, like either you need to leave nursing or you need to slow down, like really consider your next moves. You can't just do stuff because you want to do stuff because you think this is the best option, because then before you know it, you'll get fired from another job, whether they make you resign or you just quit. Because I never been fired, but it's okay to get fired, because honestly, if they had fired me for I'm not going to disclose why they let me go, but if they had fired me because they gave me an option to like resign, which I said I got fired because it was a forced resignation, told me they would say you're either going to resign or you're going to get fired. Yeah, I should have let them fire me, because then I could have filed for discrimination and I could have sued them, but I'm not that petty. So I was like, and I don't want that much trouble, and I didn't have the money for a lawyer. So I'm like, yeah, next time that happens to me, I'm gonna have them fire me, because I'm like, there ain't no way, baby. Girl's going with bipolar 1 disorder, a nurse who has this mental disorder, and disclosed it on my license back in 2023. That's why I didn't take I graduated in April 2023. Late April 2023. Literally, I think to the day, it was the 27th of April. And then the 27th of April 2023, 26th of April 2023 to the 27th of April 2026, 3 years later, I got fired. But that date, April 27th, is like not gonna be in my head forever. Cause I'm like, I finished school that day. That's when my pinning ceremony was that date in 2023. I didn't take the NCLEX all the way to October 2023. Mind you. And I didn't take it till then because I was in a terrible relationship with a guy I should never have been dating in the first place. And then I was so distracted by him, and like I was manic as hell because I wasn't taking my meds, and I wasn't on the medication I'm on now to manage my symptoms. But yeah, I wasn't taking my meds for the longest time. That I just ended up manic and had to get hospitalized in May of 2023. 2023. Then I got out of the hospital, so then that guy, he broke up with me, spiraled me out of took me right out of my mania, put me right into depression in late July 2023. And I was working at Lowe's at the time, and studying for NCLEX at the same time, but I was barely studying. And then once he broke up with me, I was like, oh, okay, time to wake up and get your license so you can either get out of Florida or get a job and glow up and live your life as an adult. Because, I didn't have a lot of bills, but I was like, I want to grow up. I need change. I need something new. Because, like, my identity at that point was just like student, girlfriend, student. And then when I didn't have the girlfriend anymore, I definitely didn't have the student anymore, which I was happy to lose the student identity because, like, I was tired of being in school. Even though I'm like, I believe in education for life, and I believe in always excelling your mind and going for, more degrees. That's cool, especially if they're not as expensive as they are to obtain in America. But yeah, I mean, I had lost who I was. That's why I was in a bad depression. But the weird thing about my bipolar is that, as I said again, bipolar 1 is about mania and depression. Depression is the low, while mania is the high. Well, when I'm depressed, I can still function. When I'm manic, I cannot function. I'm too hyper. I'm too excited. Too happy. I think I'm on top of the world. I think I can do things I can't really do. I think I can manage things I can't really manage, and it just becomes to the point where I'm like, okay. Then I break, and that's when I have to get hospitalized. I've been hospitalized at least twice now as an adult since I've been diagnosed, and I was diagnosed in 2018. November 2018, I got my diagnosis from the psychologist I went to in Georgia, and I can go into my story. Maybe I should make a separate post about that or video, but like my story about my bipolar 1 and the journey that it constantly is. Not a story. It's a journey, and it continually evolves, and my parents are saying it's just getting worse as I get older, and I feel that's true. I feel like my brain has gotten to a point where it rapid cycles between mania and depression to a point where I feel like even the meds can't help me. So I'm trying different things, but yeah, I just have to stay positive, and also I feel like my faith and how I grew up has a big implication on how I view the world, because I grew up, Southern Baptist all my life, and then when I got to college, I wasn't going to church anymore. I went to a Catholic school in the Bronx. And then it was very white too. It was a PWI. And then I ended up graduating at home because it was COVID times. It was December 2020, and I left school that same year. I got diagnosed in 2018 for a semester. That's why I was off sequence. I would have graduated in May, but I graduated in December because of my bipolar. So it's like, yeah, everything in my life, once I got diagnosed with this disorder, whatever you want to call it, it was like everything changed for me. And like sometimes I use my bipolar as an excuse or a crutch, and people see it as that. They see it, and I'm trying to tell people it's not an excuse, it's an explanation. But honestly, yeah, I can see how the two are basically interchangeable. Explanation, excuse, whatever you want to call it. Once you say you have bipolar to someone, they're gonna never see you the same. Had guys see me as more attractive because I have bipolar. I have people see me as weird because I have bipolar. I've seen people be scared of me because I have bipolar. And it's just like, okay, I can't not be bipolar. It's so obvious to me that it's like, it's one thing I can't refute. I can't refute that I'm black, I can't refute that I'm a woman, and I can't refute that I'm bipolar. It's just everything that you look at me and you talk to me, you realize like, oh yeah, there's something about this lady that's not quite right. But yeah, I mean, this video is getting almost to 15 minutes, so I'm gonna soonly wrap it up. But yeah, so basically, my identity has always been wrapped up in either school or career or a boy or a man. But never have I really let myself like submit myself to God fully in a way that I was like, yeah, my identity is in Christ, or my identity is, in something more meaningful like family. I don't know, being a wife, being a mother, having being a sister, being a daughter, stuff like that. Or a cousin. Like I have a lot of cousins on both my sides of my family that I love and I go to. Like even today, because I posted my Instagram crying. And I didn't do it to get, engagement. I did it because I wanted to sing a song. And then I was like, the song I was going to sing made me want to cry. So I was like, I'm crying. And I'm just a very sensitive person. I feel like even as I get older, I just like leak fluid out my eyes so much more than I did as a kid. Whereas even as a teenager, young adult, but no, we're getting to the senior adult. We're not senior, senior 20s. I'm definitely in my senior 20s. I'm 28 now. Just turned 28 in May, and it's like I'm just so nervous because now my identity is like is in my unemployment, and I'm just so sick of being unemployed. And I'm employed right now, but I haven't worked. I haven't gotten any money from that job, so I'm like waiting to do orientation with them, but it's in Georgia. I'm moving to Florida. I might have to quit that job now to get better opportunity somewhere else. So I'm just praying that I can find something full term or long term or travel agency job that can help me. So I just came on to this YouTube video just to be more transparent. But yeah, that's about it for me. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna try to post within the next month or so. Because my last post was 3 months ago, so I'm like, I kind of be more consistent, but I'm not gonna post every day. Like, that's just spamming my page. But this is my second video, so dos. And yeah, thank you for watching, and hit the subscribe button and the like button and comment, please, because I do really want to build a community on here for Black women and girls, but not just Black women and girls. Like, anybody can watch my stuff and relate, because we're humans. Like, regardless if you're a man or a woman, everybody goes through highs and lows, whether they are bipolar like me or they're just regular person who has like hit a bump in the road. Because the one thing about life that is guaranteed is that it's going to change. So yeah, just want to get that encouragement, and thank you for watching my channel, Jayla's Comfy Couch. I will try to post again within a month. Okay, bye.